Dude, I used to have a friend that he was an only child, and he used to do that. He would like do wrestling moves on me and stuff.
Yeah.
And I hated him.
It's the worst.
I didn't want to be his friend, but I grew up very poor, so my mom would do that like, hey, you got to go to a friend's house tonight if you're trying to eat. And I'd be like, God damn it. All right. So I would hang out with him all the time, and he had Diablo on a computer. Super tight, and then he had a Nintendo 64 with WrestleMania 2000, also super tight.
Hell yeah!
And then or SmackDown 2000, it was a black cartridge. It was great. That game ruled. But he's obsessed with wrestling, and he would just like beat me up. He would like hit me with a cane and like do wrestling moves on me. And I was
Let me show you this steel folding chair.
Yeah. And I was like not a kid that didn't have a problem defending himself, but I was like, I can't. I wasn't like a big guy. I've never been like a physically imposing person. My big thing has always been that I'll stab you. And so I was like, I can't escalate. I can't escalate the violence to the point I need you to stop him from hitting me. And I can't just like brute strength my way to stop. So I just like take these beatings and think about Cinnamon Toast Crunch. He would just be like doing the lion tamer on me, and I'd be like, be cool to Chad because later you get to eat his cereal.
Yeah. Oh, no,
but
his
of
name
course,
was Chad too.
Yeah, it was Chad.
And you said the kid who beat you up was an only child?
Yeah.
See, I don't think I beat the shit out of my friends, and
Good
I was an
on
only
you.
child.
But the thing is, like, he's got to get that energy out somehow, and and it's like you might have been down for it maybe once every few weeks to like kind of fight back.
Yeah.
But when this kid's like all hopped up because he's got no one to do it to, and he comes over and he's ready, and you're like, dude, I already got older brothers beating the shit out of me. Like, I don't have time for you, you know.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta go back for a minute here. You're like, I stab people. That old gag.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, we've all been.
I mean, when I was a kid, if people would I've never been like everyone I've ever hung out with is way scarier than I am.
Right.
Like by far. My brothers, even my little brother's way scarier than me. All the dudes I grew up around were way scarier. So I was always like the guy that like was smaller, and like if I couldn't just like defend myself. So I was like, well, you have to escalate the violence to a point where they aren't willing to take it in order to stop them. So yeah, I mean,
you guys want to see scary?
I got, I was expelled from school once for putting a pencil through someone's hand.
Through their hand?
Yeah.
Like on purpose?
Like they were pretending like they were going to slap me, and I grabbed their hand and then shoved a pencil through it, and it like went through his finger through the top. Yeah.
They
Want to see a
that
magic
off of
trick?
you, right?
Yeah. Another time I got in trouble. There was this kid. This is a fucked up story that I probably shouldn't even tell, but I've already started. So you know, when I was in like pottery class in like 8th grade, 9th grade or something.
You guys ever hear of manslaughter?
And so you know, you have like the pottery wheel or whatever.
Yeah.
And this kid came up and crushed what I was making, and I was like, fuck this kid, I hate him. So then he did it another time, and I was like, all right. So then you know how they have like X-Acto knives that you use in crafts? I put them into the clay.
Wow.
And then built it up, and then when he went to smash it, he shoved the knives into his hand.
I mean, that's just smart. I honestly thought you were gonna take his head and then pottery wheel his face. I'm gonna be like, I pottery wheeled the kid's
I'm never
face.
strong enough to do cool stuff like that.
How did you
Cool stuff like that? You put a pencil through someone's hand.
That's pretty cool.
One time I put a pencil in my own hand, and I still have the gray lead in there.
The graphite?
I always thought I was going to become a superhero, but when I think about it, Lead Man doesn't sound that good.
No.
Yeah, he's got lead poisoning.
I became Lead Man anyway.
He gets jaundice and dies.
Superman can't see through him.
Yeah,
so
I used
there's
to play
that.
that game like where you would do like the pencil between the fingers.
Yeah.
And I just